Hey, good morning. Today I am in, well, the middle of nowhere. Actually, it's the backyard to my house. I'm about to head into the city today because, as you can see, there's probably not a lot of good restaurants around here in the woods. And on a cold day like this, I am craving a juicy, meaty dumpling. So I figured, let's go on a dumpling tour.
And I did this dumpling tour for Insider, but then a lot of people started messaging me asking how come I never did a dumpling tour for my own channel. So here it is. And the first stop, we're in Manhattan at at the best dumpling restaurant in all of Manhattan, Fu Zhou Cuisine.
What I like about this place is it's really simple, rustic place, got a family vibe, and things, although they come in simple containers, taste just absolutely marvelous. Now, I never had the wontons here before, so I thought I'd give it a try. Plus, it's such a cold day. At first glance, all right, these are really tiny wontons with tiny filling. Of course, I like my wontons just meaty and substantial. These look like tiny little sea creature wontons with floaty tentacles.
I like the soup, wonton, like I expected. Not the best, so probably skip this when you come here. But the star of the show has arrived.
First glance at these dumplings, the thing that you should notice right away is that it's almost like you have X-ray vision. You can see through the wrapper on these dumplings, and that is amazing because that just shows how thin these wrappers are. I almost want to tell these dumplings to put more clothes on. I mean, I really don't think these dumplings can go outside like this. Seriously.
Only thing sad is they don't have hot oil here, so a little dumpling sauce, a little sriracha, a bit of white pepper, mix that around.
What is love? This is love. One of my favorite sights. Delightful dumpling. And just take a look inside. Again, stuffed with filling. Juicy pork, crunchy chives. Gives it such a light, garlicky flavor. And all that flavorful filling, it's wrapped ever so lightly, gently covered by this almost silk-like dumpling skin. Dip it in a little bit of soy sauce, a little spice, just highlights all the amazing porky, chivy flavor of this dumpling. And trust me, you'll blow through this plate like nothing. These are all like one-biters. And sometimes when you eat a chive and pork dumpling, you can't really taste the chive. Not here, man. That chive is fresh, it's fragrant. I mean, definitely don't try to kiss anybody or even walk close to anybody after eating this, but you know what? Having a day of no human interaction, it's worth it for these dumplings. And I got these. These are also a type of dumpling. This is a fish ball with meat inside. So this is basically like a surf and turf dumpling. You take a bite, the fish ball is nice and bouncy like it should be. I mean, that's a telltale sign of a good fish ball. If you throw it against the wall, it bounces right back at you. And that with some fatty meat filling on the inside, dip it more in this little light broth. This may not be for everybody, but I love that. Just a light fish flavor, completely contrasted by the juicy meat on the inside. You may never ever want to eat a fish ball ever in your life. I get that, but I love these. And when you come here, this is really the only one to get the chive and pork. That's like the all-time favorite dumpling flavor for Chinese people. Last one. Good thing is, this dumpling tour is just starting, so more dumplings to come. Kind of sad because I'm missing this already. What's also great about this place is that you can buy frozen ones and take it home with you. So you can have these dumplings anytime you want. Be careful with that though, because back in 2010, I went on a strictly dumpling diet, hence the name of my channel. All frozen dumplings all day long, because it's so easy, it was delicious. You just had to boil it, dip it in some sauce. That's a great breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And after a month of that, yeah, got myself a little dumpling belly. Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, on to the next location. This place makes amazing fish dumplings. Never had fish dumplings before? You need to try it. Oh, that's skills right there. She's rolling like about 10 peels at the same time. Look at that. That is skills. Oh, here we are. Swim to me, baby. Some soy sauce. No hot oil here. Just like this typical garlicky hot sauce. They do have some garlic. and some Chinese vinegar. These dumplings, the skin's a little thicker than the ones from Manhattan, but look how adorably plump they look. I mean, when I'm poking it, I'm almost expecting it to giggle like the Pillsbury Doughboy. These fish dumplings are made fresh on site, and one thing about these dumplings is that they are juicy. There is a lot of juice in these dumplings. Here, let's take this thing for a swim, shall we? Oh, I just wish it had some hot oil. Oh, it's a good dumpling. Just get a gorgeously clean fish flavor, so incredibly tender, with just a slight crunch from the onions. I've had a lot of fish dumpling in my day. Some are really bad. And typically, fish dumplings is not my favorite type of dumpling. It's not something I would ever order in a restaurant. But this place, that's what they're known for, and they excel at it. The skin, although thicker than the last place, is still delightfully thin and melts in your mouth. And my favorite part, every single bite. I mean, just look at it glisten. It's like the fish inside the dumpling is still swimming in a lake of juice. I mean, you gotta eat it when the fish is fresh. So as soon as they serve it, put it into your mouth, and that's gonna be the juiciest, one of the best bites of dumplings you can have in New York City. All right, let's keep on going. Next place, my favorite place for dumplings, all of New York City. Here's something you don't see a lot in Chinese food courts. A mini karaoke booth. Oh, I gotta try this. Singing burns off calories, so before my next dumpling meal, let's get some exercise. You really can't hear anything outside. And then here's the whole thing. Okay. So $1 went in. All right, so one song is $2. You can sing 15 minutes, 30 minutes, all the way to 90 minutes. Can you imagine staying here for 90 minutes just singing? I love the song. Microphone. Headphones. There we go, I'm ready. Just close your eyes. The sun is going down. You'll be all right. Okay, I'm not really worried about copyright because this probably doesn't sound at all like her. That was fun. I think I burned off a few dumplings doing that. And sorry, it did sound a lot better in my head. Best dumplings in New York City can be found right here at the Golden Mall. It looks a little gritty, but hey, it's got good food, so let's venture in. A ton of little stalls selling all sorts of delicious fare, but this is why I come here. These dumplings are the best you could ever find. And just a tip, they have a location, a newer location that's fancier, but the dumplings cost a lot more, so you should come here. And the dumpling you should get is the pork dumpling with dill, and it's $6 for 12. 50 cents a dumpling, not a bad deal. Of course, all my favorite condiments, Chinese vinegar, hot oil. All right, this may not be the cleanest place, but just concentrate on the delicious dumplings, you'll be fine. I'm gonna just get the sauces ready. A little soy, a little Chinese vinegar, a lot of hot oil. Now I'm ready. Steaming plate of dumplings. Right away, you can tell these dumplings ain't messing around. Look at the size of these boogers. These things can climb the Empire State Building while holding a beautiful blonde in his hands. And the skin, you can tell right now, skin extremely thin. These will be the juiciest regular dumplings you might ever have. They're almost like soup dumplings, they're so juicy. And this is one of the few places I don't get pork and chive here, which is also, that's a really good dumpling as well. But if you come here, you gotta get the dill. You know, dill in Chinese is called huixiang, which also means re-smelling the fragrance. And that is very accurately named because that is a fragrant, and trust me, you'll want to smell it twice. Here we go. Can't wait too long. Man, I might get demonetized for this. Oh my God. Oh, you gotta see this. Do you see that little pool of juice sitting on the bottom? That's from all the pork fat, and that's all contained in this thin, barely there dumpling wrapper that makes up just the most deliciously delicate vessel for these soupy, porky, dilly dumplings. They're so incredibly flavorful. I try dumplings all around New York City. I try to find something better than this that doesn't exist. The only one that comes close is the one I had in Manhattan, but even that doesn't touch this as the king of dumplings. I like to just take the whole thing, put it in my mouth. It's like a dumpling grenade, and juice just explodes everywhere. bite and suck at the same time, so you don't waste a drop of that magical dumpling juice. This is where I come to when I really want a bite of home. Because back in the day, you go to your grandparents' house, you sit around, make dumplings together, and then the bite of love you experience with those dumplings is something I get here. Just homey comfort food at its finest. Best dumplings in New York City. Hands down, best dumplings in New York City. I'm not talking about soup dumplings, I'm not talking about anything else. I'm just talking about regular Chinese dumplings. No one can touch them. And the dill, true to its name, remarkably fragrant. It's almost like the fragrance of the dill is kind of just hugging that juicy pork. It just tastes like you're wandering around a misty, fragrant field. It makes every single one of your taste buds come alive. Seriously, every single bite, you just want to go like this. Close your eyes and enjoy. Because this is an intimate dumpling experience, my friend. These are the only dumplings that puts me in danger of relapsing on my dumpling diet, because I have like 4 bags of these frozen at home, and they're hidden deep in my freezer, so I don't see it conveniently and eat them all in like 2 days. It's still early, I don't want this dumpling day to end. Let's go grab a drink, and let's see if we can find some more dumplings to try. It's a Happy Lemon cheese foam green tea. This is my guilty pleasure right here. If you get this here, you gotta ask for a sippy top, because you'll want every sip of this tea with some of that delicious cheese foam. I never knew lemons could be so happy until I had this. Oh my God, right outside the door. That's now a really sad lemon. All right, I know I mentioned this place many times before. It's been in a couple of my videos, but I can't imagine having a best dumplings of New York video without including kung fu soup dumplings. 2 o'clock on a Friday, packed. I know this is a dumpling video, but they just brought over this dun-dun noodle to me, and I'm not gonna say no to food. Oh, this looks good. Some xue cai, or preserved vegetables on top, some peanut sauce, some spinach. Ooh, I smell the peanuts already. Something about peanutty noodles, it's like a food subtractor. It just makes me hungry all over again. That's pretty yummy. I'm surprised I never got this before. Creamy, spicy. The noodle's very al dente. This is a good post-dumpling, pre-soup dumpling food item. I've actually been trying really hard to find wontons better than these around New York, and I just haven't been able to do it. Tons of hot oil, peanut sauce. These wontons, what I love about them is how thin their skin is. Give it a good mix, get that peanut sauce equally distributed. Also, the filling is a good size. It's not huge, but it's proportionate. Best wontons I'm able to find in New York. I know these are not the traditional dumplings, and that was what my video today was gonna be focused on, but when I'm eating dumplings in New York, this is just like an automatic food reflex to come here. The only place that has sigua soup dumplings. If you don't know, sigua is a type of squash. And it's just, oh no, I busted it. Now I have to risk burning my tongue to just basically swallow this dumpling in one bite. Never fails. This thing gives it to me every time. A lot of people tell me that I should go eat at Din Tai Fung, and that's the best soup dumpling they ever had. I'm telling you guys, trust me. Come here and eat this, you'll be like, Din Tai what? So much flavor. The soup is a little gelatinous, full of fatty umami flavor, little crunch from the sigua. And these things, they don't really fill you up. I can eat dozens of these and still feel pretty good to go. I mean, I've been eating dumplings all day today, and biting into that, it's like I'm eating a dumpling for the first time. And again, I get that these are not the traditional dumplings I was trying to feature in this video, but man, I had to make this dumpling stop. Oh no, the sneeze of fullness that found me. Oh man, I did have a lot of dumplings today, but that's okay. I'm just gonna push through. I got some chocolate soup dumplings, and we'll see how I feel after that. Oh, and this is the crown jewel right here. Chocolate soup dumplings. I tried to replicate these in my kitchen. I couldn't even do it. Nutella, piece of banana. They make their dumpling wrapper here, and it's just glorious. If you've never tried that before, bucket list. I should be done. I ate a lot of dumplings today. some chocolate soup dumpling. That should be a good wrap, but I feel like I'm needing something else. Let's go to one more place. I know it's cold, but after a day of dumplings, I gotta come to my favorite bingsu spot. In my opinion, best bingsu in New York City. This place, shaved ice is amazing. You know, not the artificial syrup or anything, but just the shaved ice itself. It's all fluffy and powdery, like it is in Korea. You could ski down this, and it's all powder. Actually, today is damper than usual. Out of all the shaved ice places in New York, snow days, whatever else, it's the best place I found. And this is the icy, sweet closure I needed after a day of dumpling eating. Oh, melon flavor is the best. And guys, of course, as always, all the places I went to is listed in my description box below. Give those dumpling places a try and let me know how you like it. So, until we eat again, I'll see you later.